Hey, look, I have a quest above my head. You think I should pick it up? Opening with a joke, the best thing one can do, right? Or a failed joke in this case. Welcome, my friends. Part 12 of Burzo's Adventures Bounty Hunter Origin Story. We are on Nar Shaddaa, just about to finish the story here. The active quest is called Industrial Espionage, and here goes the description in case you have forgotten already. The elusive Eidolon on Nar Shaddaa is your target for the Great Hunt. You've done damage to his legitimate businesses in order to draw him out. With the damage done to the Eidolon security data center, your contact Anuli was attacked by something or someone during your holocall with him. That's exactly where I finished the previous episode. Get back to the Ruhnek room at the Slippery Slopes Cantina. We're exactly here at the moment, just in front of the at the entrance of the room, on the promenade, and check on Anuli right away. Before I continue with the story, just a very quick update. Burzo is now wearing mods level 22 or item rating 62. In case you're still wondering, yes, the ideal mods are still the non-lettered ones, and my advice is to not bother on the enhancement with accuracy. 101% accuracy, don't be fooled, is not enough for endgame, but for leveling is plenty. Unless you're going on some crazy solo challenge of doing real normal mode of the Flashpoints, not the solo version. Solo or duo or something else, you don't need to bother about the accuracy. Just stack on the critical version of the enhancements and you should be okay. I'm not doing the special side quest line with Mako or any of my other companions, because I'm gonna leave that for some later time after I build more influence with this one and the other companions, so I can do the quest chain all together. Let's go in and see what happened to Anuli.
Anuli! Oh no.
Ouch.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Mako.
He just wanted a better life. He never hurt anybody.
Pull it together, Mako.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
We need to find Gelrin.
He's probably hiding, assuming he's still... What was that?
Who goes there? Oh. Scary droids. Or not so scary droids. Normal guys, really. Okay then. Taken care of. Anuli is dead. We need to check on his body.
What were those things? I can't believe he's gone. I never should have left him. It's all my fault. Again.
We can still avenge him.
Yes. I want to make Eidolon pay. Look, the holocommunicator on Gelrin's desk is blinking. Maybe he's still alive, sending us a message.
Maybe.
Oh, there you are. It's been a bit of a challenge tracking you down. I figured you for a rogue agent, but the question was, for whom? I should have known. Galerin's the only one stupid enough to do this.
Figured you'd be taller, or a cyborg or something.
I'm small enough to slip through a crack in a door, and large enough to loom over all of Nar Shaddaa. I must admit, I'm rather impressed that one person could be responsible for so much damage. If you wish to meet me, come to these coordinates. I'll be sitting right here, waiting for you. Of course, the second you step out of the door, you're dead. Shame, really, since our confrontation would have been most exhilarating.
Now you'll get to see what bounty hunters are all about.
You don't know how much I want that to be true. Well, Hunter, I'm sad to say this is goodbye.
Well, here we go. Let's be careful with this crazy.
It's not a goodbye, it's just see you later. Oh, let's check out the new weapon. ugly as hell. It's very similar to one of the pistols sold on the cartel market. Please don't ask me for names. If you know the names, I would appreciate if you share them in the comments down below for others who might be wondering which version of the cartel market gun is similar to the one I've just earned as a quest reward. Confront Eidolon. The Eidolon, sorry, it's not Eidolon, it's the. There is Karaga. Whatever you do on Nar Shaddaa, you always run things by Karaga.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
That's gonna be one long travel. But let's enjoy the flashy things. Maybe minimize the UI. Turn the camera around, look at the shiny, pretty things. Well, the bottom of my speeder is not exactly very good to look at. And unfortunately, it's a hefty speeder. Very big chassis. Yeah, I mean, it takes a huge part of the screen, exactly in its middle. Oh, we're already here. That wasn't as long as I thought it would be. It looked longer on the map. Any trouble here? Yep.
You alright?
Every time you know there is a fight incoming and you enter an instance, know that the mobs will spawn a couple seconds later. Now let's try and group as many of these as possible. Oh, they are too far. No. You wanna see my new stun? I've just learned that ability, Concussion Missile, is the Bounty Hunter's non-robotic CC. It stuns and heals the target for 60 seconds. The companion is wise enough not to cause damage, which is really nice. The down part, of course, is that while it's stunned, the mob is regenerating HP. But it's a great way to deal with bigger groups of mobs. Especially if they're higher level than you. It's also very useful in endgame at level 65. So don't toss out this ability in case you can't find any use for it during leveling. There you are. Surprise! He's not very surprised. Come on.
Unbelievable. Here you stand. Alive.
Very
Who
much.
are you? And why are you doing this?
Just like I said in the very beginning of the story, not I, but Burzo said it. I'm just here to cause damage.
Sometimes a body gets bored and wants a challenge, you know?
That's insane. By coming here, you've assured your death, nothing more. It was a pleasure to meet you. Opponents like you are very rare and precious. I regret having to kill you.
Wait, I've got a priority message from Solash. He's another cartel lieutenant. He's offering a huge bounty if you bring him the Eidolon, alive.
Oh, come on.
It's so much easier just to kill people.
See?
Oh, come now. You'll never claim that bounty. But then, if we don't have our dreams, what do we have? Come, it's time to die.
I don't know, dude. You're just a gold. Oh, a wise gold. A very wise one. Come on, dude, come back. Nice finish with an unload.
Well, what are you waiting for? You've done it. You've beaten me. Finish it now, and be remembered forever as the hunter who killed the Eidolon.
You're mighty proud of yourself, aren't you?
I don't lie, and I don't exaggerate. Never had to. Listen to me. I'm appealing to your sense of honor as an equal. Don't hand me over to the cartel. Kill me now. I deserve that much.
I'm a man, I can make the call. You die. No, you don't die.
You're just another job.
You can't do this. I'm the Eidolon.
I'll contact Solash and tell him to meet us at the spaceport. We can deliver the Eidolon and collect the bounty.
Just in case you're wondering, I do remember that from the first playthrough. If you actually do consider Mako's advice and her opinion, you're going to score a high influence. The Eidolon, the assassin known as the Eidolon, is a figure shrouded in mystery so much that it's not entirely certain that the Eidolon is only one figure at all. Okay, we know already who or what it was. An easy to kill target. But it's only easy for people who play proper level, gear up. No, I'm lying. It's actually easy for everybody these days. The challenging leveling is absolutely nothing compared to the challenge this game presented for leveling in 2011 and 12. That's not necessarily a bad thing, especially for people like me. I don't level a character because of the challenge leveling. I level it for the story. It's a bit annoying, the fact that I use 2 or maximum 3 abilities and any kind of a target before me is already dead. It doesn't allow me to really get used to rotations, priorities, abilities, cooldowns, and other things like that. But for these things, there are flashpoints, and of course there are heroics even. We'll talk about heroics in probably the next episode. I'm waiting for something special to happen. That's gonna happen in a few more levels, and when it does, I'll tell you why I've waited to talk about heroics. Okay, I'll tell you now. It's just because after a certain level, the heroic rewards become significantly better, and I want to be able to show you that. The heroics on the terminal on the fleet, which we will explore again when the time comes, only show the heroics available to you depending on your current level. And of course, if you go to a lower level planets, the game syncs your level to the planet level. +2. But then again, I'm stepping into another one of my guides, how level sync works. My base point was actually that I wanted to tell you the heroics do matter, but I don't advise you doing them too much. Now, let's go to my ship's hangar. That's where we're finishing this. The story on Nar Shaddaa and jumping to the next one. Hello,
I received
Solash.
your message. My name is Solash. Do you have the Eidolon?
Yeah, and he's dreckin' heavy.
It must be the carbonite. It adds a few kilos. I must ask, why have you succeeded where so many others have failed so miserably? Who exactly are you?
I'd say it was pure talent.
Well, I cannot argue with your results. I have your promised bounty, and well-deserved too. Please consider spending some of it in our wonderful casinos. Good day, Hunter.
That guy definitely doesn't seem like the type of character to advertise
All right.
casinos. Use your ship's intercom. Whoops. But he's the wrong way, dude. My ship is right over there. It's the backside of the ship. Have you seen the Mantis? Or actually, sorry, it's D5-Mantis, the bounty hunter ship. It's a very unique design, and I personally love it. It also seems very cozy inside. You don't have much of open space. Not that you do with other ships, but for example, there is that huge semi-circle for the smuggler ship, for example. The Jedi ship, the 2 Jedi Knight and the Jedi Jedi. What the hell was the base class for the Sage? Silly me. Sage Shadow. Okay, never mind. You get my idea. The two Jedi classes have the same ship. The two Sith classes have the same ship. Intercom is this.
We're not like the Eidolon, right? We're different.
What do you mean?
Consular, of course.
Assassins kill people for money.
Stupid
You
vote.
kill people for money. How are you different from the Eidolon?
I can choose to bring them in alive.
I wonder if that's any better. Maybe it's worse. I guess we still have work to do. I hope the rest of our targets are nothing like this guy. Should we get out of here? I want to get as far away from Nar Shaddaa as possible.
You'll get no argument from me.
Ugh, I told you this place was ugly and sleazy.
No, I don't think it's ugly, but there is something unappealing about Nar Shaddaa to me. Probably because I'm not the kind of a smuggler player. Maybe a typical, especially role-playing smuggler player would enjoy going to Nar Shaddaa and doing the quest. Alright, let's see the next.
Taken care of.
My intel confirms that. The Hutt cartel just yanked their live bounty on the Eidolon. I have word that your rivals forfeited to you as well. Congratulations, Hunter. You've cleared the first round. Your next two targets are on Tatooine and Alderaan. Transmitting your target briefings to you now. Your handler will be pleased to hear they didn't go to waste. Before you move on to your next target, return to Dromund Kaas. We have something to discuss. In private. Luck out.
I wonder what that's all about. The Huntmaster's assistant should never communicate with any hunter during a great hunt. It's just not done.
Nothing else has been predictable about this contest.
I'll agree with that. Better not keep him waiting, I guess.
That's very, very true. Whatever they're offering you, always take the crystals. In this case, these both rewards are for me, so that's nice. And congratulations to myself for being level 23. Unfortunately, the quest is already a level too high. I might actually have to do a couple of heroics, you know. That wouldn't hurt. Good news is I still have plenty of XP on me. 2 minutes. Okay, actually that's good timing. I have plenty of XP definitely here. That's 7 XP boosts, 3 hours each one of them. And the good news is they are cartel market items. I got them from someone probably, or maybe opened the hypercrate. The good news is they're not bound. The idea is to always find whatever is bound to you and use it first. So in this case, I'm first blowing up these 6 1 hour 25% boosts. And then of course, if you want your boost to be complete, you would have to join a guild, which I haven't. Especially if you join a big guild, it's going to be a big reward. 10% extra. Dromund Kaas, there we are. Now we have to find Lek and speak to him. It's weird pronouncing Lek as a part of the bounty hunter story, because I do have a Jedi Sage healer called Lek with a double K. That's a standard animation for landing on Dromund Kaas. Don't be alarmed, it's not a cinematic. And the best part, loading screen. I've always been wondering why these screenshots take up so small space. I know that they take a lot bigger space depending on your resolution, if your resolution is small, because I do remember some nearly 5 years ago, when I first played the game, I played on a much smaller screen and a much smaller resolution, obviously. So everything seemed much bigger then. Where are you, Lek? Hunt Master Assistant Lek. I would prefer to speak to the Wookiee, you know? I'm getting almost good enough to understand the Wookiee language by my own. Yeah, it's easy to tell when I'm lying, isn't it? We're going there. What was it? The Mandalorian Enclave to the left. Let's venture a guess and say that he's there somewhere. Just because he has to. normal way to get there would be to manually go to a speeder. And use a speeder and speed up to this point. Thank God I'm subscriber with all the legacy perks activated on the quick travel, so it has 0 cooldown. Really lovely boost. The 0 cooldown for the fleet combined with the cooldown for quick travel and especially the rocket boost. It's really amazing boost overall to your leveling experience.
You all right?
Do that first. Whenever you get cartel coins or
Hunter,
credits.
we don't have a lot of time, so I'll be brief. The sanctity of the Great Hunt has been compromised. Seems a slicer got a hold of the Great Hunt's target list and intends to auction those names to the highest bidders. Exposure like that will destroy the Great Hunt. I need this dealt with quickly and discreetly.
I'm a professional. I always guarantee privacy.
Good. You don't want to end up on the next Great Hunt target list. I need you to find the slicer and learn how he got that list. Once the list is secure, eliminate every scrag stupid enough to show up to that auction.
Get the list, tie up the loose ends. Got it.
Nemro the
Let's
Hutt's
go.
paymaster Judah told us about the auction. She's on Hutta. She can tell you more. The fate of the Great Hunt rests in your hands. Remember that.
They wanted to make it sound epic, and it did. Travel to Hutta. Really? Alright, again, quick travel back to the spaceport, or... No, wait. Even quicker, through my stronghold. If you don't have a stronghold, just teleport back to the spaceport. And then from the stronghold, very quick way to get to the starship. Yeah, depending on the load speed actually, because you do have to suffer 2 loading screens to get to the ship. But in my case, thankfully I'm using SSD.
Do you require
And the
anything,
game
Master?
loads fairly
A hot
quickly.
meal, perhaps? Conversation? For the rest.
Did you hear the droid offering me hot meal? Dude, I don't have time to stop. Hutta. There it is. How poisonous it would be to constantly, not constantly, but live your life on Hutta with that green gas in the atmosphere. Ugh. That's another neat trick. Bioware allows you to just go through these doors from the station down to the planet without unmounting. It saves, what, half a second? but it's still nice. We're almost there. Hang on. Yet again, there is the lovely girl. I've missed you.
Krista said you'd be coming by. I was so relieved to hear the Mandalorians weren't sending a stranger. Before I tell you what I know about this auction, I need to ask for a favor. There are bound to be some really nasty people at this auction, so please keep my name out of this. I don't want to put my family in jeopardy.
Dead men aren't much of a threat.
That's a very good point. I discovered the auction through one of Nemro's business associates. We were settling an account, and he asked if Nemro would be participating. I pretended I knew what he was talking about. That's how I learned about the slicer and the list.
I need to know exactly where the auction is taking place.
The auction's taking place here in Jakuna. The slicer left these details for Nemril. I hope they help. It should have already started. Please let me know how it goes. I won't be able to sleep otherwise.
I do apologize about that sound. I believe it will be in the game, and because it happened during the conversation, there is no way to remove it. It's just my Dropbox syncing with the backup for my website. Quick question. Right here in the middle of the video with absolutely no connection to what's happening on the screen. You guys following my website? These series premiere on Vulk.com a lot earlier than usually I upload them on YouTube. This is exclusive to this series. I don't do that always for all of my videos. No, I mix and match. Depending on my mood, depending on the content of the video, depending on God knows what other things. Look at where we have to go. Damn. Alright, it's obvious that I'm gonna finish this part and then end the episode. So prepare, this one is probably gonna be the longest part so far. It would be nice if Bioware placed a spawn point right here somewhere. I mean a quick travel point, not a spawn point. Spawn point is a medical service droid, which is only useful when you die next to it. The bad thing is I'm level synced. If you're seeing this for the first time, that's what it means. My current level is 23, but I'm being level synced down to 2 levels above the maximum level of the planet. And because Shaddaa is for characters level 1 to 10, it's the origin world for the Imperial Agent and the Bounty Hunter. We're being synced to 10+2. And I definitely don't like the idea of being level synced in this particular case, because I still need to avoid the mobs, otherwise they would aggro. They think I'm just a couple levels higher than them. In other cases, if I'm level 23 without the level sync, I can just pass like 5 meters next to them and they will still not see me. If you run on top of them, even if you're level 65 and they're level 1, they're still gonna aggro, because that's the mechanic Bioware choose to implement. But the higher the level, the closer to them you can run by without them
You ain't
noticing
listening. I don't want the whole list. I just want to know if my name's on it.
An excellent point. What if we're only interested in certain names?
I'm sure we could come to some arrangement. That's what this auction is all about. How about I just bleed you nice and slow, and then take the list from your cold, dead hand?
Back off. I need him alive for now.
You talking to me, wimp? I don't think you realize where you are. Look around. We're the most wanted killers in the galaxy. Anyone here could rip you limb from limb.
Let's try to keep this civil, okay? If you're not here to bid, please leave.
I say we kill this worm and get another slicer to crack the pad.
Suits us fine.
No!
Nice screaming, dude.
Okay.
Burn them just a little bit. And he's finished. The leader went down last. The leader of the so-called, what do they call themselves?
Start talking.
Vicious
How'd you get
killers.
this list?
Some guy said he was a Mandalorian. He got me the codes to break in. Said I could sell the names and make a fortune.
He just gave you the codes and said get rich? I don't buy it.
It wasn't a handout. There were conditions. I got the money. He got, well, I don't know. He said targets assigned to Taro Blood were off limits. Maybe he has money on this Blood guy winning.
Or Taro Blood gave this slicer the list.
can't imagine Blood getting his own hands this dirty.
That man has lived way longer than he has any right to.
That'll help you find him, right? I've told you everything I know. Please, just let me go. I'll never talk about that list again. I swear.
Who else knows the contents of this list?
Nimro's paymaster, Judah. Help me arrange the auction. She has another copy. I agreed to split the profits with her 50-50. In fact, with everyone here dead, Judah's the only one left who knows about the list. Please, let me go.
I need to obey the origins of the species I've chosen to play with this character, so Darkseid.
Sorry, this is my favorite part of the job.
Killing, causing damage. It's not about being Darkseid, it's about the nature of the species I've created. And a quick hint, I am working on a new lore video.
You alright?
But I will tell you more when I'm nearing its completion. And of course, my patrons will see it first, along with some special details. If you don't know what this is, patrons are the people who support me on patreon.com, for which I'm eternally thankful, because thanks to these people I can buy stuff. If you want to be helpful and if you want to share your last dollar with me, please take a look at patreon.com/Volk. If not, hey, don't bother. Oh, we have a special bonus quest. It seems I'm going to complete this bonus quest after all. There we go. The bonus quest has been completed. As a matter of fact, I do need the bonus quest, you know, because I'm behind. This is level 24 and I'm 23 and nearly a half. Back to the palace. You know how we do this. Quickly.
You alright?
It's pretty much the same distance, but I think this path is clearer. It's just straight ahead down south. This level 2 guy actually didn't bother aggroing me, even though I literally ran through him. Well, it wasn't through, okay, it was like 2 meters to the side. Which, I believe, it does prove my theory. No, it's not a theory, it's a fact. Lower level guys don't bother aggroing. Unfortunately, if you go right on top of them, or especially if you stop next to them, they will actually alert themselves and aggro you and attempt to, I don't know, scratch you. But I could never do that. Her quest icon disappeared.
Okay.
You know why? Because we're in an instance. Oh, we're not doing that side here. I love that girl.
I was getting worried. Was everything taken care of?
I know what you did. Let's make this quick and easy.
It's not what you think, I swear! I'm the one who called the Mandalorians, remember? I didn't know about the Great Hunt list. All I knew was that Billiken had some valuable information and needed help finding buyers. He gave me a taste. He told me we'd split the profits. I didn't learn what the list was till later.
I can see why you tried to hide your role in this mess.
That's a real ugly surprise. You did the right thing, though.
Thank you both for understanding. Here, this is the only other copy of the list that I know of. And unless you left anyone alive in that auction, no one else knows about it. Just, please, keep my name out of this. I tried to make it right.
Your secret's safe with me, but don't think I've gone soft.
Thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Take care of yourself, Judah. Maybe we'll visit on better terms next time.
You'll always be welcome here. Good luck in the Great Hunt.
Glad to see you in one piece, Hunter. Is that auction dead and buried?
What auction? I don't know of any auction.
That's what I want to hear. Seems the Huntmaster was right about you. Talk to me. This was more than a grab and shoot. Did you find out how that slicer got the list?
All signs point to blood. His targets were the only ones not on the list.
If that's your only proof, it's fairly circumstantial. Best keep those accusations to yourself. Taro's pretty influential among my people. We've got the target list back. That'll have to do for now. Thanks for taking care of this, Hunter. It was good doing business with you.
Your targets on Tatooine and Alderaan ain't gonna kill themselves. Go get them, pronto!
Try to be more careful.
See you next time. Bye bye.